guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. How are you doing today? Today we're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a cool subject for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Sorry about all the bright light, but this is what we've been dealt. Okay, it's in the afternoon. Our topic for today is, should you sell cars or should you sell furniture? I just had a young man, he asked me, he said he was changing careers. He said, first off, I'm getting ready to start a job selling furniture, but I've been selling cars and I've been doing pretty good. He said, what do you think would be a better opportunity? So I thought to myself, well, let's go ahead and make a video about this particular question. You know, there are different types of sales jobs, many. And some are very lucrative, some make a lot of money, some don't. And some pay better than some others. And some you have to sell a lot of volume to keep up, and some are very costly. Cars, for instance, those dudes are expensive. They cost a lot. So if you're working in a retail store and you're selling furniture and your sofa's $1,000, maybe your packages is about $5,000, and then your car is gonna run you about 30. You're gonna need a whole bunch of those $5,000 to be able to meet up with one price. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that you won't make that much money. See, here's the thing. You got to kind of play your cards. And if it was me, if I was looking to get into either or, I would do my research and ask when you go to these jobs, can you show me some paychecks of some of the people who work here? I'd ask some basic information about how long they've been on the job, what the average salary is, or should I say, what's the average salesperson make? And I would like to know what the low end and the top end, because see, here's the thing. I'm a salesperson and I'm pretty doggone good, but there are others who may be better. And then you may have some salespeople who've been on that job for 2, 3, 4, 5 years because maybe they have a significant other at the house who can help them when things get really tight and they can survive. But the key to success, guys, is what's the difference between selling cars and selling furniture? Again, depending on which company you work for, it's probably going to be volume. I mean, if a car is costing you $30,000 and the guy says he was making between $7,000 and $9,000 a month selling cars, now that's what he said. Now, and he asked me what I thought about working in furniture, and I've got a bunch of videos. I enjoyed selling furniture. It's a whole different dog. You know, both of them you're going to have an up system, or should I say, maybe in the car business, you're on the lot and you got to run. Now, some of them now today, I know they do, they have an up system just like they do when you sell furniture. An up system sucks to me. That means anybody who comes through that door, the next person who's in line can get. Whether they close the sale or not, it's like, okay, and then you pray, God, I hope the next person who comes in there for me is looking for some furniture, and sometimes they'll come in, they'll be looking for maybe a chair or something small. But see, everybody has a turn. And see, I've been in sales a long time, so remember, guys, my name is Gary Lee Stanley. I'll tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all, and we'll have a conversation about things that you never thought about. And he asked me, what did I think about selling cars and selling furniture? I know that when I was in the car business a long time ago, it was very cutthroat. And I mean, I worked with some people that weren't really always honest. Now, today, people, they've done their research. They can go online, they can check pricing, and they can check this or that. Now, I've seen also where in the selling cars, you've got different types of financing plans based on people's credit and their credit and how much they're going to have to pay extra out of pocket or less. And you also have the capability of selling new, used. You can sell in a showroom or a floor outside, or you can do it actually over the internet. People are doing both now, and this becoming very lucrative. So people are doing their research. They've got these different formats where you can get an app, and you can actually see what the different prices are on the same car. I bought this last one. I bought a car off the internet, and I did my research, and I looked at the price points based on the features and benefits and the pricing and my financing. I already had financing set up in advance, and I knew in my mind how much money I wanted to spend. And I stayed within my budget. I almost didn't, but I did. Thank you, Jesus. I made a choice, and that's what I did, and I stuck with it. And I'm very happy about what I purchased. Now, if you're looking to buy furniture or sell furniture, again, you're working in a place that's warm, or in the summertime it's cold. You got air conditioning. You've got a nice little back room. You've got people that are sometimes paying you an hourly wage, and it's not always straight commission. Now, not all of them are like that. Some will give you some, they'll charge you, based on how much money, it is, and then they'll go ahead and give you the capability to be able to purchase stuff. But if you're a salesperson, they'll say, well, we'll go ahead and give you a small salary, and then you've got to make some commission. You've got to sell some stuff. And so what I'm sharing with you guys is, there are positives and negatives for both. And as far as I'm concerned, I want to be able to work for somebody who can appreciate me, who has benefits that are like, where they'll take out taxes and stuff. If you're working in either one of those, they do that. They also give you the capability to have insurance, doctors, dental, and all these different things. So if I had to tell you which is better, I can't tell you that. To me, in the car business, when I did it, like I said, I worked with some companies, and they were very cutthroat. It was like, holy cow, this has been back in the 80s. It's been a long time ago. And I remember how I was watching, one salesperson would make all the money, and the other people, we would starve. It was like, my gosh, and you're working from 8 o'clock in the morning till 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And if you didn't sell stuff like that, you were berated, made to feel bad. And I'm like, I just couldn't handle that. I said, screw that. I didn't see that. So I ended up getting in other fields of selling, and eventually I got into selling furniture. I enjoyed selling furniture because, see, I had the capability to make extra money. And extra money means you sold a package, you sold the sofa, love seat, and chair, and then you can sell all the accessories to go along with it to make make a little bit more money. And then you have the capability to sell warranties, extended warranties, service agreements, fabric protection, leather care, wood care, anything that could cover a mattress protection. So there was other ways where you can build a sale and build on a sale by bundling and packaging that way. Heck, you can even make money off the financing. And so, our question for today is selling. Should you take an opportunity to sell cars? If you like, being the kind of person who makes a lot of money, there is a lot of money in the car business. There really, truly is. You got to have your inventory. Right now, things are a little bit tough. Inventory is not like it was, but it's still very lucrative. And there are some salespeople who do really, really well. You're always going to have the cream that rise to the top. You're always going to have people who are closers. But it's sales. Selling is selling. And depending on what you like, some people, they got a nice little showroom. They got that outside. They got to deal with the heat all day in the summertime, and the cold. It's cold all the time. And there are possibilities for you to make a lot of money. I've got friends of mine that sell cars, and they do doggone pretty good, but they've been doing it for a minute now. It didn't happen. And then you get some people who go in either sales, and they catch on fire because they know how to have a selling conversation. They know how to close. They know how to ask for the order, and they know how to add on. Now, if you're a brand new person, it depends on what you want. Like I said, you can make $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, $1,000 or more in the furniture business. You can make a lot more depending on what type of company you work for, but you can do the same in the car business. The difference is it's going to come down to volume. You have to sell a lot more to make a lot more. And if you've got an up system, and you're waiting on other salespeople to make to sell something, and then you got to wait, it can be kind of frustrating. You know, I've worked with 3 different companies selling furniture, and 2 of them, they had an up system. The 3rd one was an open floor. The open floor one, that's where I made my money. That's where I did really, really good, because I got to talk to every person. And if you're a hustler and you get your sales, you get up and get out there and go, and you want to make money, you can make that money. Now, like I said, I went into a couple of different furniture stores here recently. Like, you know, one of these, they had 17 different salespeople. But see, they were across from a big company called IKEA, which is right across the street from them. And man, they had so many people coming from that store shopping over there that they needed more salespeople. Customers weren't all getting scenes. Now, that's not always the case. You may have different stores with different amount of people who show up. Now, here's the thing. Both of them, you work retail hours. You work from bell to bell. Sometimes you work from 9 until 9 o'clock. Some of them you work from 7 to 6, and then weekends are generally mandatory. You're always going to work weekends. So my name is Gary Lee Stanley. Give me a thumbs up. Please share my videos. I've got literally hundreds and hundreds of great videos on everything there is to know about selling. I'm a real salesperson, guys. I've done the good. I know it. I know the businesses. I know what they're like, because I actually put my toe in the water and went out there and tried it. And I ain't always been successful at everything that I've tried. And I've worked with some companies that I didn't get a chance to make enough money right away, so I had to jump ship because I didn't have a significant other to help me pay my bills. So if you got somebody helping you pay your bills, it's a little bit easier to try stuff. And the furniture business, I'm gonna tell you what, the furniture business, you could be an older person, because they do give you the capability to sit down and stuff like that. You could be a younger person and come in there and do the same. And the car business, that's a hustle business. That's a hustle. And I've gone to some of these new car lots, and I'm looking at these people and these guys, and I didn't see nobody in their 60s and 70s in there. I saw people who were generally in their 20s and their 30s, and the reason being is because you got to run. And one of the things I liked about, you know, some car companies also are above board. Not all of them. You got finance managers that ain't always above board, and they know that people need to buy extended warranties and service agreements. And some people are add-ons, and they do a bunch of stuff. You may not make that, but the salesperson, you get paid based on selling the car. So there are some companies that give you a piece of all that. But in the furniture business, whatever you add on to that sale, it's yours, and you can make some pretty good money. I made good money selling furniture. I really, really did. I enjoyed it. I worked for some companies that are no longer here, and I know a lot about selling furniture. Cars, that's not my forte. I believe that I have some friends of mine, like I said, they worked at a Ford dealership. I got friends of mine that worked at Toyota, and they kick it and knock it out of the park. And they're happy. They're making good money. But remember, guys, it's a hustle. You got to get out there and you got to show your merchandise. I don't care who you work for. If you don't bust your butt, bust your ass, get out there, talk to customers, find out what they're interested in, and find that, you know, and use all the tools available. I would use a computer on either job now. A computer in my hand held where I can look up inventory if I didn't have what the customer's looking for. If the customer wanted to know if it came in black and I didn't know, I want to have something available where I can find out if there are other comparable things that are available. I want to be able to know also my competitors. Competitors is generally between your own 2 ears, but when people come to your place of business, they want to know what's going on. They generally probably already have some financing, but your simple job is to find out, can you even buy the damn thing? Can you afford it? And your simple job should be able to have some basic questions to ask so they can find out if you're wasting your time. And it's not real complicated. It just asks some pertinent questions. You know, have you already got your finance set up for it? Have you seen what you were looking for? What were you looking for? Did you go online and see something? Tell me what you were looking for, and then you walk them directly to what they were looking for if you have it. If not, let me help you find it. Because salespeople can do dual things. They can actually, where if you're a car salesman, you can go online, and if your company has it in their system, you can bring that particular product to the customer now, and you can make money doing it like that. Selling furniture, you're selling out of a big giant warehouse. It's got all kinds of beautiful things and venues. You get to dress nice. You're in a comfortable place where you can look clean. Sometimes they'll throw you some extra bennies as far as, at least a minimum wage. And then you get to work on this mighty thing called commission. And generally in the car business, you work straight commission. Now, some companies are giving these salespeople at least an hourly wage. And I'm going to tell you what, that really helps, because when you ain't got no money, it sucks. You become a desperate salesperson, and these companies are saying, dang, these salespeople are dying. We need quality people in here in all the sales industries. So if you're a salesperson, do your due diligence. Ask good questions of management. What are the benefits? Who's making the most money? Why are they making the most money? How long have they been doing it? What is their backgrounds? And what can I do to make more money? You want to ask about, is there any additional services that I can offer? It don't matter if you're selling furniture or if you're selling cars. Is there any other things that I can add on and make it easier, so when they have to get in front of the finance manager in cars, that I can go ahead and pre-sprinkle that information in there? And the same thing with your warranty, service agreements, maintenance agreements on every bit of furniture. You want to sell that stuff in advance. So I hope you got a little bit out of this. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. I am your sales guy. Give me a thumbs up. Please share my videos. And remember, guys, please smash it and subscribe. And remember, when you're looking for a sales job, the question is which one would I work for? Should I work for selling cars, or should I work selling furniture? Now, you might have an idea. You got to do your research. All right. Selling stuff. All right.